Hey guys, on this episode of Camp Outside, we're going to take a look at campsites 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32 at Fort DeSoto Park in Pinellas County, Florida. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. So today we're taking a look at campsites at Fort DeSoto Park in Pinellas County, Florida. It's a fantastic park with plenty to see and do. It's right on the mouth of Tampa Bay, right on the Gulf of Mexico, and it is a fantastic place to go to the beach, to boat, to fish, to ride bikes. They have an awesome dog beach, just a great place to camp. So if you haven't ever checked out my overview of Fort DeSoto Park, I'm gonna put that right here. So check that out. And then also, we've done an overview of the campground at Fort DeSoto. Basically, we show you the amenities, the playgrounds, the restrooms, all of the stuff in the campground at Fort DeSoto so that you can check that out. So if you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna put that right here. And then both of those video links will be down in the description below. So Camp Outside is going to campsites all across America when we go camping, and we're shooting the empty campsites to help you pick a campsite when you're reserving a campsite. So a lot of times on these systems, these park systems, you give you a couple of dinky photos and you're trying to decide if that site is suitable for your needs. We want to make it easier for you, so that's why we're shooting all these videos of campsites to help you pick a campsite when you want to go camping. So with that, let's get started with the campsite videos. Fort DeSoto Park is at the mouth of Tampa Bay on a barrier island. It's at the southern tip of Pinellas County. It's just southwest of St. Petersburg, Florida. The campground for Fort DeSoto is just south of the boat ramp on the main entrance road. The majority of the campground is on St. Christopher Key, and the entire campground has access to the water and Mullet Key Bayou. The nearest restroom to campsites 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32 is restroom number 2 as indicated on the map. It's a full-service restroom with running water and hot showers, and also has laundry facilities. The first site we're going to take a look at in this video is site number 28, which is in Area 1, which is suitable for tents, vans, and pop-ups, but is not allowed pets. So starting at the main road, you can see the trash can receptacle just outside of the site. The site is a water access site. It's a back-end site, as all of the sites are in Area 1. There's also hot ash receptacles along the main entrance road for your hot ashes from charcoal grills or from your campfires. So ground fires are not allowed at Fort DeSoto, and campfire rings are not provided, so you either have to rent one from the camp store or bring one from home. The site is equipped with water and electric hookup, a hook to hang a lantern or gear, a picnic table, and a charcoal grill. This site has pretty decent privacy to the left and the right, but is wide open in the back. As you can see, it goes out to a grassy field, which is great for hanging out or recreating with the family, playing lawn games, throwing the football or the frisbee, and then just past the grassy field is water access to the Mullet Key Bayou. You can launch kayaks there or other paddlecraft. No swimming is allowed at the campground at Fort DeSoto, but I've seen people do it anyway. People also wade fish. All in all, this is a great site with plenty of room to set up your tents or screen house, and plenty of room to park. It's a nice wide site. One of the best in Area 1, I think. Campsite 29 is our next video, campsite review in this video. And it is a back-end site in Area 1. It is a non-water view site. And remember, this site is only suitable for tents and vans and pop-ups. They do not allow RVs or camper trailers in Area 1. So this site is a non-water view. As you can see, it does offer great shade and some pretty decent privacy around the entire site. It is nice and wide and deep, which gives you plenty of room for parking as well as setting up your tents and screen houses or other shades or shelters. Gives you a water and electric hookup, a charcoal grill, a picnic table, and a hook to hang a lantern or other gear. There's the charcoal grill and the picnic table. The site offers pretty good seclusion in Area 1 if you're looking for that kind of site. So the next site we're going to take a look at in Area 1 is site number 30. Site number 30 is on the water, and it's a back-end site like all the sites in Area 1. So there's some trash receptacles at the main road. And as we pan, you're going to see a walkway, and that walkway goes to the restroom facility, which is restroom number 2, as well as the camper's day room. So here's site number 30. Site 30 is really wide. It's really well shaded for a water site, as you can see. It has a picnic table, a charcoal grill, a hook to hang a lantern or gear, and it also has water and electric hookup. It offers pretty good privacy and separation from your neighbors. Lots of palm trees to hang a hammock, and again has a wonderful water view which opens up into the grassy field, which is great for setting up your chairs and watching the sunset, or going wade fishing, or taking out a kayak or a paddleboard. Like many of the sites in Area 1, this is a fantastic site. Plenty of room for your tents, screen houses, whatever you want to set up there. And I love the shade in this site. So our next campsite is campsite number 31. 31 is a non-water site in Area 1, again suitable for tents, vans, and pop-ups, and they do not allow pets in Area 1. This site is a non-water view. All the water view sites are across the street. But this site is not as deep as some of the other sites in this area, but it is nice and wide. So it does give you plenty of place to set up your tents, your screen house, whatever it is that you have for your gear. Offers plenty of parking. They do have water and electric hookup, a hook to hang gear or a lantern, a picnic table, and a charcoal grill. This site is also pretty secluded from your neighbors, which is nice if you're looking for a site that gives you a little bit of separation. And there are places to hang a hammock. It's a pretty nice site. So the last site we're going to take a look at in this video is site number 32 in Area 1. And again, this site is suitable for tents, vans, and pop-ups, but does not allow pets. So starting along the entrance road, there's some trash can receptacles in the distance. Again, that path leads to the restroom number 2 at Fort DeSoto, as well as the camper's day room. So site 32 is another water view site. It's nice and wide and deep. This site is equipped with water and electric hookup, a hook to hang a lantern or gear, a picnic table, and a charcoal grill. Again, no ground fires are allowed at Fort DeSoto, so if you want a fire, you have to either rent a fire pit from the camp store or bring one from home. As you can see by that little Hobie cat out there, it's a great place to bring your paddlecraft or your little sailboat. You can beach it right there. It's a great place to do some wade fishing or just set up your chair and watch the sunset. We love using the grassy fields for our family for lawn games and throwing the frisbee and football around. Again, this is another fantastic site at Fort DeSoto with a water view and plenty of room to set up your gear and to park. So I hope you found those videos useful. Camping at Fort DeSoto is a blast, and I hope that these videos will help you pick your campsite when you're planning your trip at Fort DeSoto. So guys, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, it makes a huge difference for me in being able to bring this content to you, and I love doing it. So guys, just help me out there. Also, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and hit that little bell icon that notifies you when we release new videos. So Camp Outside exists to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learning about nature, and developing a conservation ethic. And so if you're a single mom or a single dad and you're not really sure how to get into this camping thing, or your parents who just don't have a lot of experience and want help getting your kids outside, I would love to hear from you. Either drop me a comment below or connect with me on my other social media. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can either, send me a message there or a comment on any of those posts, and I would love to connect with you and get your questions answered. Also, guys, if you are planning a trip to Fort DeSoto, I shot 183 videos at Fort DeSoto of campsites. So if you've got a trip planned in the near future and you would like to see your campsite, drop me a comment below or connect with me on my other social media and give me your site number, and I can most likely produce that video for you. Now, if you're going next weekend, guys, it does take me a little bit of time to produce these videos, so I probably won't be able to get it out to you. But if you're not going for a month or so, most likely I can get that video in the rotation and get it produced and get it out to you. So definitely here to help you plan your trip to Fort DeSoto. It is an amazing place. The last thing I want to talk about, guys, is a few safety tips while camping at Fort DeSoto. There's some things that you need to be aware of if you're camping at Fort DeSoto. Number one is being prepared for the heat, especially if you're camping here during the hotter times of the year, especially if you're not from Florida. Know the signs of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Be prepared with sunscreen. Keep your kids and yourself hydrated. Heat exhaustion is quite dangerous down here in Florida, as well as bad sunburns. So you want to make sure you're ready for that. The second aspect that I want you to keep in mind is the weather. So when you're camping on a barrier island, storms pop up in the Gulf and come on shore quite often, and so you can have a lot of rain, a lot of lightning, and a lot of wind. And so if you're going to be camping at Fort DeSoto, if you're in an RV or a camper trailer and you've got an awning, you want to make sure that that's secure before you leave for the day. I've seen a lot of windstorms ruin awnings or destroy screen houses or that kind of thing. So if you have a tent or a screen house, you want to make sure those are guyed out to make sure that you're prepared for the wind and the weather, and make sure your stuff is secure. Anything that you don't want to get rained on, put it away, because it could be nice, bright, sunny skies when you leave, but a storm can roll in and drop an inch or two of rain in a matter of minutes. And then the last thing I want you guys to be aware of is the bugs. So camping at Fort DeSoto is great, but at certain times of the year, the mosquitoes and the no-see-ums can be pretty bad. So, I recommend long sleeves and long pants if you can stand it. I get in the summertime, that's not very practical, but also having a good DEET spray. And I run Thermacells. So if you're not familiar with Thermacell insect repellents, check those out. I'll put a video right up here and a link down in the description where you can check that out. I highly recommend that. Other than that, guys, Fort DeSoto is a fantastic place to camp, a fantastic place to spend time with your family, a fantastic place to explore. So I highly recommend that you plan your trip to Fort DeSoto. People often ask me, how do I get in, because it always seems to be full. Guys, you have to reserve this place 6 months in advance, especially during the cooler times of the year. It's very, very hard to get a campsite at Fort DeSoto. So got to reserve it 6 months in advance. I always recommend that you go on your computer early in the morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning. 6 months to the day you want to stay there, and that's when you reserve. If you think you're going to get into Fort DeSoto next weekend, you might if there's a cancellation, but most likely it's going to be booked. So definitely, plan your stay, and that's why I want to bring these videos to you, so you can pick your campsite and get it ahead of time. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching Camp Outside. I could not do this without you. please subscribe. Please hit that like, hit that little bell that notifies you when we release new videos. We're going to be bringing a lot more videos from Fort DeSoto and other campsites all across the nation. So if you like camping content, subscribe and stay right here. Stay tuned to Camp Outside. Camp Outside is your inside source for all things outside. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.